Hey, what's up everyone? This is MrAddOil again, helping you fight your today for your better tomorrow. And we're gonna continue this video series on why I decided to switch from software sales to software development in 2019. And then we are on, I believe, our eighth argument or eighth reason why I made this jump in 2019. So again, the eighth reason or eighth argument of why you should consider becoming a software developer is because as a software developer, you're collaborating on one common goal, and that's really awesome. And here's some reason why. Like I said, before I was in software sales, right? And then in that line of work, collaborations with your teammates and your peers, other salespersons around you, that's not really an option. I mean, it's encouraged in the job descriptions and when you interview, stuff like that, but then the real nature of it is, the very nature of like sales, especially sales, is that collaboration or giving advice, trying to provide feedback to build your teammates up and help them succeed in hitting their numbers might go against you. And the reason why is because, you know, in sales is very quota numbers oriented. So if you, as a rep, you don't have an incentive to help your colleague hit their numbers, exceed their quota, because if they do that, then your boss would basically see that, okay, rep A versus rep B, rep A is actually hitting their quota or excelling or going over the quota, and rep A will probably be next up for a promotion versus rep B, who probably gave good advice, feedback, and try to collaborate and build that person up. So just the nature of sales makes it it just works against collaboration and helping each other. Now in this, compared to software sales and contrasting that with software development, the very nature of like software development, engineering in general, is you are really dependent on other teams to work on their project, make sure that they do their best work, hit the deadlines, so that your common goal of deploying a product or a feature happens, right? So everyone is part of the team. When someone else is struggling, it makes sense for you to help them out, because if they didn't do their part, then it will delay the launch of a feature or a product. So for example, if you're a front-end engineer and then you already created a really robust, beautiful UI, you'll probably be waiting on the work of a back-end engineer. And let's say in your company you work with full stack JavaScript. Like, it would be in your best interest if you knew like Node.js, know how to work JavaScript on a backend, to help your backend comrades to try to help them finish your task, because you guys are in a mutual, non-competing type of environment where teamwork and true collaboration is encouraged. So another example, let's say an experienced salesperson enters a org. I mean, normally that's a good thing, because like they can bring their experience and their skill sets to like help everyone else. But like I said, as I mentioned earlier on in this video, the very nature of sales is competitive, right? And in sales, like, even though you might be on a team, like a 20, 40, 80 person sales team, you're essentially an island, and then you're competing against your peers for that promotion, for hitting those numbers. So when a senior salesperson comes in, they're not really concerned about helping their teammates, right? Like, for, I don't know, just for office etiquette, or just being nice in office, like, they would offer some help and stuff, but then in the end of the day, like, each sales rep is like responsible for their own success. And then the advice that the senior salesperson can give, they won't give like their full secrets, because like the more secrets they give out, that means there's a bigger opportunity cost for them. That when they give you an opportunity, it's an opportunity that they're not closing. So it kind of works against like the entire org, or just the nature of that type of line of work, right? When you pass down experience, skills to someone else, especially in a sales environment, you're basically creating a competitor that can steal away your thunder, take away your quota, and most importantly, like reduce the amount of potential cash that you could be making. And that sucks. Now, on the contrary, let's say like a senior software engineer enters a team. Well, I mean, I've been doing a lot of research, and it, like, to my amazement, when a senior software engineer enters a team, it's like, if you ever played like video games like I do, right? Real-time strategy games like Warcraft, Dota, where there's like regular units and then there's like a hero unit, right? So a senior software engineer can be comparable to like a hero unit, where once they're summoned and they're around your regular basic units, they have an aura to them. So just their presence makes your units attack faster, move faster, or just gives them other buffs, right? Like maybe they get more armor or they do more damage. So just piggybacking off of this analogy, when a senior software engineer enters a team, they're super incentivized to share their best practices and push the team forward with their knowledge and experience, because once everyone else is effective at their job, it's a synergy effect, right? So the senior engineer will work with people who need help on certain projects where they have expertise in, and it'll just make sure that the whole team accomplishes a common goal faster. And it really fits well with like the Warcraft analogy that I made, where when you have a hero and you have like basic units, and then this army of heroes and these regular basic units are much more powerful because they're working together, because the heroes and then the basic units complement each other. So to self-qualify yourself for this argument, ask yourself, do you value or enjoy true collaboration without, like, not some sort of pseudo collaboration where you're encouraged to, be the team player, collaborate, but the nature of it is you're a competitor, or you're in a competitive relationship with your coworker. I know that, like, in all job scenarios in corporate America, like, there is that competitive nature of it, for like trying to climb the ladder faster and get that promotion. But in certain fields, it's not as prevalent and it's not as apparent, right? Like in sales, it's pretty black and white. It's pretty out there. It's kind of obvious. It's this elephant in a room, a big elephant in a room that is there, but no one really talks about. But in software development, like there is this elephant, but it's not as big. And if the culture is right, and then the whole company, the team, the engineering org encourages and fosters that culture of true collaboration, then there won't be an elephant in that room. So ask yourself, do you value true collaboration? And if you do, then you won yourself over on this argument, and you can add a point to your, if you're following this series, to your score. And then just a reminder, if you hit 7 out of 10, or if you resonated with 7 out of 10 of these points, then you self-qualified yourself into exploring or earning your way to explore software development even more and take more actions.